How you doing? This is Mr. Native Survival. I've been asked about a necklace that I wear that is actually a game that I invented back in 2010. I'll show you how it works. Stay tuned. So it's a necklace that I wear. It's a dice game. I hold the necklace with a sheep end. That was just my wife's ring. So here it is. Slide that off. That's what we have. I have various pieces of wood and things like that. And they have different numbers of holes. So they're like dice. This one's worth 1. We have 2, 3, 4, and 1 wild. This one's metal. So to play, you make a circle with the rope that comprises a necklace. Usually you play first to 20. So what you do is you pick a spot, usually a few feet away, and you put a marker, like a stick. So now people sit all around, and they all just have a stick in front of them. Your hand can't go past that. It's like bowling, but you're rolling dice. So when you roll, you have to roll behind the stick. The goal is to get as many of these dice you can inside the circle. And whatever dice there are, that's your score. First to 20 wins. Now there's also a trick. The wild, the metal one, gives you 1 more roll if that goes in there. So it adds a point and gives you a roll because it's worth 1. My daughter had a crazy streak where she rolled 4 times in a row. Absolutely obliterated me that game. So it's a pretty cool game, and I'll do a couple rounds right now. Okay, I got 1. So then I would, my hand actually went past the stick a little bit, I think. My hand, so then I would score 1, give the dice to the next person, and they put the stick down, roughly the same length, and so on. So I'll roll a few more times. Nothing. Man, nothing. Going uphill. Nothing again. Wow. Awful. Change my spot. I'll roll this way. I'm still going uphill, but we'll see. Still nothing. Brutal. Wow. Let's try again. Okay. Got 1 again. Man. This would be a tough round. I think I'm at 2 or 3 or something. Let's try again. 1 again. Crazy. Okay, that time I got 3. So as you can see, it's not a very easy game. It's not like you're rolling 3, 4 of them in at a time, racking up huge points. Sometimes, other times, that's exactly what happens. It's really strange. It's dice, you know? It's just like playing craps. Sometimes you roll, none happen. Other times you roll and you get something that looks like that. It just happens. In this case, I would have 3, 4, 5, 6 and an extra roll. So then I grab all the dice again and I roll again. In this case, I would score 2 with another roll. So it's a really cool game. It's something that we enjoy playing around camp, around the fire. You don't have to play on a blanket. You can also play on bare earth. This is how I prefer to play on real earth. There's a little more variables, and the dice just seem to be a little more lively. So none that time. None again. Man, pretty terrible at this game today. Alright, we'll go one more time, see if I can score a few points. Brutal. Okay, well I got 3. 2 and 1. Alright, so that's how you play the native survival dice game. Or native dice. And then when you're done, you just put everything back on here. So I'm going through the bottom of the loop. It's a little tricky tying it behind your back like this. My sheep end's there, and I'm just tightening it up. Alright, nice and tight. So there's my necklace. Just takes a minute to put on. Not a big deal. But sheep end is a good strong knot. I know it's not going anywhere. So that's how you play native dice. It's a dice game. You know, sometimes you have a huge roll and you get 3, 4, 5 points, an extra turn, you keep going. You know, my daughter did that to me, and like I said earlier, just absolutely obliterated me. She got 12 points in a row before I could even roll. It was just madness. So I hope you like native dice. Just something I threw together one time. I was actually camping with this guy Brandon, and he had these things hanging around, and I said, wow, those look like dice. So I took a piece of paracord, made a loop, made the game. Appreciate your views, comments, your support. Hope you have fun with it. Take care.